Okay, so this is the last episode of the review, the 2022 review. So if it gets a bit longer, pardon us. We don't want to extend it to another episode. So let's wrap the whole thing up here, and then we move away from the review and then head it straight to the other stuff. So this is basically about events. The last episode is just about events. It's all about events. So let's move straight. Let's start with the Global Citizen Festival. The Global Citizen Festival. I mean, it's a global stuff. The name itself says it all. It's a global stuff. It moves from one country to the other. You understand? So we were lucky. We were lucky to be chosen in last year. So we hosted the Global Citizen Festival last year, where some people, they bullied our president. I mean, that was below the par. It was not. No matter what we were or we are going through as a people, that wasn't the right place to exhibit our frustration or our displeasure towards the president. It was a no. However, that show was everything to me. It was the show of the year, from organization to performance, security, everything. There was nothing like technical hitches, microphone not working, and blah blah blah. Everything was on point. Those who were there could tell everything was on point. And it was like, the people who performed, they came out like, Mamini, I don't know, let me kill it. That was the Sarkodie's best performance. Sarkodie's best performance of the year. Global Citizen. Sarkodie killed it. Forget about Osha and them things. Sarkodie was the star of the night. I'm telling you, Sarkodie won the night. He stole the night. And then our songbird, Jackie. Jackie is green. I think this is the biggest stage Jackie has ever mounted. Believe me, forget about the shows he has played out there, but this is the biggest stage that Jackie mounted during the year and the review. So you could see the performance, the crafts, and everything was on point. Stonebwoy also performed. I think the performers were 3 from Ghana: Jackie, Stonebwoy, and Sarkodie. They were 3 from Ghana, and to me, it was like they were the chosen ones. They were the chosen ones, because it's a stage that every artist would wish to be on. Every artist. So they were the chosen one, and they did not let us down. They didn't disgrace us. They killed the show. So big ups to Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, and Jackie. Also our own brother Stormzy. Yes, he did something so, like, it was just crazy, man. He put Yautog and Kwesiata on the show. Originally, they were not part of the show, but he performed the Yebesori remix. I mean, it was that song that made him popular here. I mean, that made people get to know, hear of him. It was that song. So, in also to appreciate Yautog, it was like, yo, bro, let me put you on this stage and then we do this thing together. They didn't leave Kwesi Atta behind. So the 3 of them performed the Yebesori remix. It was wow. It was crazy. So big ups to Stormzy. And he also did something. After the show, he was trending with what? The dress that the guy was wearing. He had Daddy Lumbe's image. Yes. That was how smart. That was how smart the guy was. He just needed to do something for us to, talk about him after the show, because it's not about your songs. When as a musician, when you mount a stage, you should leave something for the people to discuss or to talk about, whether good or bad, because we are not going to talk about your songs. That's not what we are going to do, because we've heard the song, we've heard it many times. So we are not going to talk about the songs. But a guy was able to come up with something that got almost all of us, discussing the attire he was wearing. He had that Lumba's image, and that Lumba even made a post appreciating what the guy did. So like the guy was celebrating Lumba, because Lumba is our icon. Some even call him the GOAT. That's the greatest of all time. Some people call him the greatest of all time. So he celebrated that Lumba during the performance. Usher also did so well. I mean, he also employed the service of our people, the dancers, the DW something, the dancers, and it was crazy. They killed the show. So big up to Global Citizen Festival for selecting Ghana for making us host the show in 2022. So that was Global Citizen. Wizkid versus the stadium. Wizkid live in Ghana, Wizkid live in Accra, Wizkid live in Accra Sports Stadium. It was the flop of the year. The guy didn't even show up. He didn't even come to perform. And it got the whole industry talk about the whole thing. We were all talking. Yes, we did bash him because he didn't show any respect to us. It was a complete disrespect to the industry and the patrons. We understand that Wizkid, one of the biggest acts in the world. He has filled many places out there. Madison Square, O2 Arena, Accord Arena, Wembley, and the rest. So the expectations were extremely high here. But some of us, we knew it was not going to meet that expectation. One, the timing was wrong. That was when the World Cup was ongoing, December 10. The bloggers were not in town. The timing was totally wrong. Two, they didn't consider the fee. I mean, this is about 40,000 capacity, and you were charging $8,000, $5,000, and that was crazy. The list was 275 Ghana cedis. The list 275 Ghana cedis. This is Ghana. This is Ghana. So the timing was wrong. Probably Wizkid could have filled the place, but the timing was wrong. The word was just fixated on the World Cup. So if you want to do something of that sort, you should consider the price. So the organizers got it wrong. But the people who paid, the people who spent money, the people who bought the tickets, at least Wizkid could have just showed up. Even if you are not going to perform, show up, say something to them. But you didn't show up at all. And you even sent message to the organizers upon all the monies you took. You were paid $800,000 according to the organizers. You were paid $800,000 according to the organizers. And you didn't show up. You were in town. Not that you were not here. You were in town. That was not. And then King Promise also, after Wizkid issued that apology, King Promise also followed up with that stupid and silly apology. Oh, King, my guy. King, you're one of my favorites. And some people even tagged you Nungwa Dipo. Those who know Dipo of Argentina. He's like a bodyguard to Messi when they are in the national team this time. So that's what you were doing. And you see how it affected you. Can Promise. That apology, it was extremely unnecessary. You see how it affected you. When you performed there, when you were doing the Promised Land. You see how it affected you. So learn from this. You are our guy. You belong to us. So if Wizkid is your friend, and Wizkid is, having, should I say, issue with event organizer and blah blah blah, you shouldn't involve yourself. And then you come to us. Wizkid wouldn't host his main show in Ghana. His people will, pay to watch him in Nigeria. But In the end, you will come to us. You will come to us just as we came to us during the promised land. So sometimes the friendship is there, but if you home sweet home, home sweet home, the friendship is there. Home sweet home. So you should know how to balance the two. You should know how to balance it, because it really, really affected the promised land. It really, really, we all saw the tweets and the posts and the rest. It really, really, really affected the promised land. Though you had a nice show, but it affected the promised land. So next time going forward, 2023, don't make that mistake in promise. And then the Tidal Rave, or whatever people call it, that crazy event at Botiano. We saw how people were chasing some of the patrons with guns, cutlasses, knives, and the rest. I mean, come on, what was that? What was that? People paid to just come and have fun, and you couldn't protect them. Your security was so loose. Tidal Rave. Hi. It was not. The things that, happened after the events, and in the course of the event, it was not. The organizers, they shouldn't let this thing happen again. It was not. So Tidal Rave organizers, if you are going to host the show or have the show again in 2023, please make the security your topmost priority. Not just selling the ticket and making money and then you go your way. If the patrons come there and their lives will be at risk, then what's the sense of organizing the show? So please, always prioritize your patrons. Make them your priority. Their security, make them your priority. We also had Detty Rave. I mean, Mr. Eazi, that was the 4th edition. Detty was on the untamed place. I mean, his own place. I mean, that guy is super, Mr. Eazi. That guy is super. That guy is a businessman. If you check from the security to the event, the performance, Charlie. ShattaWale even surprised him on stage. Charlie, Mr. Eazi, Charlie, big ups. And the guy, the logistics there, the guy has his own staff. Everything is customized. Mr. Empower. Everything is customized. Now this guy is like living here like a Ghanaian. Me sometimes I even think the guy is a Ghanaian. It's like he's spending most of his time here. You understand? He's spending most of his time here, investing here. Mind you, his company, the betting company, Bet Power, is now the headline sponsor of our GPL, our Ghana Premier League. It is the headline sponsor. So the guy is really investing here, and then so we should just, we shouldn't let him down. Now you can say he's a Ghanaian, though not by blood, but how he does his things and the rest. He's living here. He's living here. He stays with us here. So big ups to Mr. Eazi and the Detty Rave concert. We also have let me talk about the ATTW, the Ashaman to the World. That was the first event by Stonebwoy. That one is an outdoor event. It was free. He has been doing this, but this particular one, I mean the last one, some people lost their stuff, the armed robbers, but the police, the reports that came from the police, they were able to arrest some people. We all know that, we can't eradicate all these things. But then again, we should be able to curb all these things. So when people are attending your events, they wouldn't feel like their lives will be at risk. Me, for instance, there's no way I will attend such show. There's no way I will attend. Not because I don't like the artists, but because the people there, somebody is there just to come and, cause mayhem and the rest. The armed robbers, it's crazy. How do we even stop this? Is it even possible? Is it even possible that we can stop this? So that was ATTW, Ashaman to the World. So, and then he did the main one, that is the bhim concert. The bhim concert was held, that was I think December 24 or 3, 24 or 23. 24 or 23. The bhim concert at Grand Arena, and That one is a paid concert. You free. It's not like the ATTW. It is a paid concert, about 4,000 capacity place. So the bhim concert was also held, and you know, Stonebwoy is one artist that has been very consistent. He has been performing, especially during the summer. He has been performing both home and abroad. So it's like Ghana bread. He has been performing back to back. So Charlie, this year the Stone, last year we Sikabesha bottom. So that was it, the bhim concert. And then Rappaholic X, that's 10 years. Rappaholic, that was 10 years. Rappaholic, Sarkodie's, you know, main event, and it was it held at Grand Arena as well? I think so. So, or the AICC. Well, so that's Rappaholic. Rappaholic was also Sarkodie also did Rappaholic, and you know, as usual, when it comes to Rappaholic, every artist wants to pass through. So a lot of them passed through, and the patrons, you know, they also had fun. Though we didn't hear any bad report or issue there. There was, you know, anything regarding poor security or anything of that sort. We haven't heard anything. So that was Rappaholic. Big ups to Sarkodie, and also big ups to Stonebwoy. Jackie, the songbird, also held, I think, the second or third edition of her show at Labadi Beach. So that was Jackie. You know, Jackie, I think currently among the female artists, it's like Jackie is on top. Jackie's on top of the game. You might not like her, but it seems like Jackie is on top of the game. If you check her numbers online and the rest, it's like Jackie on the street. She might not be popular on the street. I'll give it to Wendy Shay, but when you check the streaming platforms and the rest, I think Jackie, the gap between Jackie and the rest is that huge. So big up to Jackie for that concert as well. And then the Muzama Disco concerts. Blacko Wate, the Muzama Disco concert, which was also held at the Labadi Royal Beach or Resort Beach, whatever you call it, Labadi Muzama Disco concert. Kai. Can I use about say kai. It was that huge. It was dope. It was that huge. Almost all that is. Almost. Sarkodie was there. Mention Camido. Mention who? They were all there. They performed, and it's like the patrons or the audience, they sang every song Blacko performed. They sang along every song the young guy performed. Mind you, this is the maiden edition. I don't know if the concert has come to also stay. I don't know, but this is the maiden edition of Mozamadisco concert. I don't know why he chose that name, Mozamadisco. I don't know why, but Charlie, it was dope. Blacko is signed on to RBA and then Empire. With Blacko, I think it goes beyond distribution, because now Empire is, you know, part of the management, so it goes beyond distribution. Unlike Kiddy and Kwame Eugene and then Yao Talk, their own is distribution, but Blacko, it goes beyond that. So let's not forget. So congrats Blacko for having such a wonderful maiden show. And then let's look at Afro Nation, which was also held a few days back. Afro Nation, I was supposed to be there, but I couldn't make it. The second day when we were going out, we learned the show has been cancelled in the course of, you know, the performance, and then we learned some people have been blah 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 blah. I don't have any confirmed report yet. That's why I don't want to open up the conversation regarding the Afro Nation, but it's one of the biggest events that's happened under year of review. So when I get the proper updates regarding what happened, I'll talk about it in the upcoming episodes. So let's tackle Afrochella. Afrochella is the last event I'm going to talk about. Afrochella. Oh, before then, let me big ups to Samini also had a great show. The Samini concert, a great show. Kodjantwi also had the 24th. Mr. Music Man. Kodjantwi also. The funny thing is, Kodjo sold the ticket to the point people were even holding money behind. They were standing behind the gates. They were pleading, please, we want to buy the ticket, and they told them the place is full. That's how big Kodjo is. The 24th. You wouldn't even see much advert, but those who know, they know Kodjo is for 24th. So they were just begging. Oh, boss, you could take Sika. We have it. This is the money. Give me someone the ticket to buy and enter. They say the ticket is finished. The place is full up, so they should go home. So, Charlie, senior man, big ups. And then Caps Farms, Legends Nights. This time around, they had the night Champon, Daddy Lumba, and then I think Ohineba Kisi. Yes, they put them on the show. So, big ups, Cap Farm. We need companies to, hold us. I mean, we need companies. One company that has been has done so well for us. Here in the review, let me say, from second part of the year coming, is Ebony Condoms. Ebony Condom. It's like they are on every event. They've done so well, so well. Big ups to Kuka and his team. They've done so well to us. And then also okay, so let me wrap up with Afrochella. I was there myself, though I didn't get there earlier because of the live television show we had. So day one, I was there. I witnessed the performances from King Promise, Shatta Wale, Fireboy, DML, and then Stonebwoy. King Promise didn't have a good night, though it wasn't bad. He didn't have a good night. The connection between him and the DJ was kind of, and then some few technical hitches, but he was lucky. The songs he chose was so good. The selection of the song, he got it right. So the patrons were just singing along. The patrons were singing along. So King Promise was able to move the crowd with that songs he chose. So big ups, my boy. And then Shatta Wale also came, and I was like, oh. So why do they say that Shatta is a local champion? Because seriously, you see, the patrons there, the patrons under Afrochella, about 85 to 90% are not the indigenous Ghanaians. So that's what most people don't know. This is show they sell the tickets online, and because they know their people are not the indigenous ones, foreigners or the GH, the Ghanaians who are based outside. You understand? So when you get there, you see all sort of dressing and the rest, and it is normal. It is normal there. So I asked myself, every song that Shatta performed, they sang along. So why then do they keep saying Shatta Wale is a local champion? How? They sang along every song Shatta performed. Though he didn't perform with live band, but he did so well on the nights. And then Stonebwoy. This is what I said, and his people were crucifying me. Stonebwoy, like, the performance was soulless. There was no soul in the performance. It was like, psychologically, to me, he wasn't prepared. To me, and I'll say it here again, psychologically, he wasn't prepared. From beginning to the end, there was like, at a point, people were leaving. I was like, is this Stonebwoy? The communication between the artist and the band. And I don't know if he was playing half sets. I don't know, because the DJ was also having the whole thing wrong. The stage was just crowded. The brass band, the dancers. I'm like, And he crowned the first night. So to me, Stonebwoy wasn't up to the Stonebwoy I've always witnessed. I do agree and I do understand that he has been performing almost every day since 23rd. Almost every day. So I do understand maybe fatigue set in. But for the sake of, you are a brand. If you think you don't have that energy, you shouldn't go in for the cash, because that was a huge platform. You performed before about 40,000 crowd. You performed before about 40,000 crowd. So if you know the people, that's what people are saying. It was fatigue. It was fatigue. But I keep asking myself, if you know you don't have the strength to perform consistently, you shouldn't just go there and then, come on, just be professional. If you know you can't go every day, just put a day or two in between. And he performed with live band. And I learned throughout all these performances, he did live band. So what happened? When you talk, they say when you condemn bhim, they say you are SM. When you condemn SM, they say you are bhim. But me, as I did here, everybody knows I'm Kiddie fan. I don't belong to any of these circles. I don't belong to SAC Nation. I don't belong to bhim Nation. I don't belong to SM Nation or whatever. I don't. So before you come after me, mind you, I don't belong to any of them. And then, Fireboy DML. Oh my goodness. Fireboy DML. Hi! Me, going to this show, the only two songs that I knew from when Fireboy were Peru, and then even the Peru, it was because of the remix with H-Ran that made me like the song. And then the Bandana, currently that's my favorite song, the Bandana with Asake. But on that night, every song the guy performed, I fell in love with the song. Every song the guy performed, Charlie, it is like now the gap between the Nigerians and our people, you can't measure. I bet you. Let's be frank. Let's speak the truth. When these Nigerians mount the stage, when they mounted the stage, and the sound, you might even think they changed the whole system, the whole machines for them. No, this is the same machine our people use. It is the same machines that our people used, but the sound quality, the voice, everything sounds different. Everything sounds different. And I'm like, how? They played half set, and it is so crazy. Fireboy DML, Charlie, you've won a fan. Believe me, you. Now, after BurnaBoy in Nigeria, you are my second. BurnaBoy won me. Yes, the funny thing is, I never liked him, but by and by, he was able to win me. Because now, if Nigeria, I pick BurnaBoy, and now I'm adding Fireboy and is it Asake or Asake, whatever. Asake. I'll come to that guy because he performed on the second day. You understand? Fireboy, my goodness. Charlie. Big ups, Fireboy, big ups. So day two, I didn't get there early due to the same reason. So when we got there, I think is it Feli Ipupa? I want to recall the first artist who performed. I think it's Feli Ipupa. I think so. Feli Ipupa. So after Feli Ipupa, and then Asake came. Oh my goodness. Feli Ipupa, me, I had never heard any song from him. Believe me. But that night, I enjoyed the performance. The guy, the guy is grown. I learned he's about 44 years. And the things how this guy was dancing, the stagecraft and everything. And you ask yourself, where is Slimbuster? Where are our people? When the man was performing, I was just imagining Slimbuster with his band and everything. And they'll come and tell us that we have relegated them. No! Learn to adjust. That's the problem of our people. They don't want to switch. Now, the current trend is Afrobeat to Afropop, but you'll be doing old stuff. You should do things that will suit the new generation. I'm telling you, because when you're able to capture the new generation, you are gone. You are gone. So that was what Fally Ipupa also did. And then Asake took over. The only song I knew which had Asake on was Bandana. I had never listened to any song from the guy, but that night, as usual, he won me. He did half set, and it's so crazy. Charlie, what do they do, Nigerians? Please, we beg you. We people should just tell us the truth. Teach us if there's any secret. I don't get it. I just don't get it. The sound, the moment they mounted the stage, everything changed. Everything changed. The sound quality. It's like the microphone. I don't know if they also came with their own microphones. I don't know. I don't know. Everything changed. It's like you're listening to the CD. But they are playing, they'll be playing live band. It is no CD. They'll be playing live band with the half set. Those who don't know the half set, let me explain to you. It's like there's a band and then there's audio, normal audio playing. But the audio, you wouldn't get the artist's voice. Maybe except that maybe they will record the backends, but the main voice you won't get. So he will sing on the stage. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And then when Asake left, it was left with the Odogo. Charlie, we were getting tired. We stood there and stood there. BurnaBoy, people were like, BurnaBoy won't come. Oh, he will come. He won't come. He will come. And then we saw the mom on the stage. And they were like, oh. At that point, we knew Burna was in town. So they mobbed the stage and everything. People were just falling down. So they had to, mop the stage and everything. So after almost 1 hour or more than 1 hour, and BurnaBoy mounted the stage. Crazy, man. The whole Africa, BurnaBoy. I'm telling you, the whole Africa. That guy. As for BurnaBoy, I recorded some of the performance, so that one we can show it to you guys. I don't know if they are going to strike us, but this one I recorded it. Hey! It's like, the funny thing is, before Burna was coming, I was outside. I had come to buy something. So I was at the VVIP, mind you. I was at the VVIP. So I had come to buy something. So the moment I got to the main gate, the VVIP gate, hey, crowd! Why? They learned Burna is in town. Because when Burna also came, they didn't tweet, they didn't make any noise about it. Because there was a swap. Burna was supposed to perform on day one. So there was a swap between BurnaBoy and Shatta Wale. And I learned some people use the day two, day one to watch, to still attend the show. So when you go to the gate, they were agitating that no, they bought the ticket because of BurnaBoy, so they can't restrict them. So back and forth for about 15 minutes. They opened the gates. Charlie, we were like sardine, like this. The tataso from the general stands, from the VIP, the VVIP, the media launch, everywhere. It's like the show was organized for BurnaBoy. As at 3 a.m., we were still under the dew. As at 3 a.m., this guy was still performing. Hey! Charlie, you people, me personally, I think there's a secret you guys are not teaching us. There's a secret. So when DJ said our people should just consult you, sit down with you, and you people should, help us. She was right. If you watch some of these things, you side it when they say. We should just swallow our pride, go to them. They should show us the way. This is where we end the whole review, the 2022 review. Thanks for your patience, and then we are back. We are not going on any break again. We are back. Tell your people that hey, Silo TV is back. My name is Koskoli, and then please, I'm begging you once again. I'm begging you, kindly subscribe. Then don't just watch and go. Subscribe, share for people to also subscribe, and then they should get to know or watch what we do here. My name is Koskoli, and I do this always with Papa Abeku and Ojo. Don't forget to leave your comments, any suggestion, opinion, whatever, in the comment section, and Papa Abeku will handle you. Let's meet again next week. Bye.